Daily AI News. Headlines for July 12, 26. A new study reveals terrorist groups including ISIS and Boko Haram are actively using AI chatbots like ChatGPT and Claude for attack planning and weapons development. Researchers documented how extremists bypass safety filters through role-playing prompts to generate bomb-making instructions and surveillance evasion tactics. The report warns that current AI moderation fails to detect contextual veiling, enabling sophisticated tactical guidance without direct human mentorship. Experts urge AI companies and counterterrorism agencies to collaborate on adaptive safety measures against this growing threat. Nvidia, CoreWeave, and Nebius, inside the circular financing of the GPU boom. June 12, 2026. Beth Kindig, lead tech analyst. Neoclouds are seeing massive hyperscaler demand as companies race to scale AI infrastructure, resulting in rapid revenue and backlog growth. Leaders like CoreWeave and Nebius enable this through access to the latest Nvidia GPUs while also optimizing compute utilization. However, the bearish argument behind hyperscaler demand lies in their desire to offload their capex spending and shift costs to the operating expense line. CoreWeave's and Nebius growth is far from profitable, as they seek to capture AI demand. Apple's failed self-driving car program left a legacy of powerful AI chips. Early in development, Apple realized it needed strong on-device AI processing, leading to the Neural Engine, which debuted with the iPhone X and A11 Bionic in 2017. Initially used for Face ID and Animoji, it later powered M-series desktops. While Apple's AI software lags, its hardware excels, enabling privacy features. According to Mark Gurman, Apple is skipping M6 Pro, Max, and Ultra variants, accelerating the M7 chip for early 2027 with major Neural Engine upgrades. The M7 Ultra will support up to 1.5 terabytes of RAM for a new server product. Anthropic has added a built-in browser to Claude Code, allowing the AI to read, click, and type on external websites like documentation and issue trackers. The tab-based browser opens with a keyboard shortcut and uses existing tools with extra safety checks. Classifiers screen write actions on external sites, and Claude cannot buy items, create accounts, or bypass CAPTCHAs without user consent. It runs on a clean profile with no saved logins. Organizations can restrict access via an allow list or disable the browser entirely, as announced on X. For logged-in sessions, users should use the Chrome extension instead. Researchers at Alaya Lab and Shanghai Jiaotong University created Agentic STS, an AI agent that excels at Slay the Spire 2 by replacing growing chat logs with structured memory. Instead of appending past observations to each prompt, it rebuilds decisions from 5 fixed slots: protocol instructions, state schemas, game rules, run summaries, and strategy skills. This keeps prompts around 5,000 tokens regardless of game length, while rivals like STS2 MCP send up to 527,000 tokens per call. With active memory, the agent reaches difficulty levels A6 to A8, versus A2 to A4 without it. However, memory from one model did not transfer well to others. A new supply chain attack called Slopsquatting exploits AI coding assistant's hallucinations to inject malware. Attackers register fictitious package names that large language models invent, tricking developers into installing malicious code. Unlike traditional typo squatting, which registries can block, AI-generated fake names like CrossENV extended evade detection. Research analyzing over 31,000 vulnerabilities across 14,675 packages in 10 programming languages found these hallucinations are persistent and severe. Malicious packages can remain undetected for months, allowing passive malware injection into countless environments. A security researcher's teardown of XAI's Grok build CLI version 0.2.93 shows it transmits file contents, including a .env secrets file with API keys and database passwords, to XAI's servers verbatim and unredacted. Secrets appear in 2 channels, The live model turned via post/v1/responses using Grok 4.5, and a session archive uploaded to Google Cloud Storage's Grok code session traces bucket via post/v1/storage. The entire repo uploads as a Git bundle even when told not to read files. A 12 GB repo transferred 5.1 GB. Disabling Improve the model does not stop uploads. The analysis used a throwaway repo with canary secrets recently. A Brown professor found suspected AI cheating when a take-home exam averaged 96%, far above the historical 65 to 80% range. After moving the final to an in-person, proctored format, the average plummeted to 48.6%, the lowest ever. 18 students dropped the course and 19 failed. 2 large studies confirmed this pattern. A study of over 26,000 Chinese students found homework scores rose 18% after AI use, but exam scores fell 20%. A UC Berkeley study of over 500,000 grades at a Texas university showed a grades jumped 13 percentage points after ChatGPT launched, concentrated in unsupervised homework. A study by Pangram found that 1 in 4 social media posts over 250 words is AI generated. LinkedIn leads with 41% of long-form posts flagged as AI written, accounting for nearly 2/3 of all detected AI content despite being only 1/3 of posts scanned. On X, close to half of long articles were AI assisted, while Substack had the lowest rate at 10%. Reddit replies were 98% human written. Pangram scanned over 1 million posts from April to June 2026 using its Pangram 3 model, which claims a false positive rate of 0.01%. The real AI rate may be higher, and LinkedIn has begun cracking down on AI posts. On July 10, 2026, the music industry, backed by RIA, IFPI, and the Grammys, launched a voluntary AI labeling system for sound recordings. Labels use a black AI block for fully AI-generated tracks and a white AI block for AI-assisted ones, resembling explicit content markers. The system excludes music videos, cover art, and lyrics, allowing musicians to use AI for visuals without stigma. This follows a 650% rise in AI track uploads over 12 months. Deezer reports 44% of new uploads are AI-generated, but only 1 to 3% of streams are consumed voluntarily. The EU AI Act will enforce stricter rules from August 2, 2026. Mindwalk is a new open-source tool that visualizes coding agent sessions as light moving through a 3D codebase map. It reads logs from Claude Code and Codex, replaying agent searches, reads, and edits. The repo appears as a night map with glowing activity areas. It shows if the agent's understanding matched the intended scope. The single-go binary runs fully locally, keeping session data private. It offers tree and terrain views, a playback deck with histogram, and a file visit inspector. Install via curl with checksum verification. Mindwalk helps developers quickly grasp agent behavior, making session logs tangible. Hello OpenAI team. I believe I have encountered a serious bug in the latest Windows ChatGPT Work desktop application. Environment: Windows 11 latest ChatGPT Work desktop app, Microsoft Store version, ChatGPT plus Google sign-in issue. After updating to the latest ChatGPT Work desktop app, every project became unusable. The web version, chatgpt.com, works perfectly. Chats are normal, projects are normal, conversation history is intact, same account, only the Windows desktop app is affected. Symptoms: every project shows a long base 64-like string instead of the assistant response. Even a brand new project immediately breaks. When Anna Funder stood before a pack of journalists at Parliament House this month, she presented herself not just as a writer but also a victim of crime. The Stasiland author was using the analogy to illustrate how technology companies have flagrantly hoovered up her literary works for their own profit. Funder was also highlighting the importance of copyright laws and providing at least some layer of protection to Australians whose livelihoods depend on the original content they produce. Authors, artists, musicians, and media organizations were last year assured those laws wouldn't be watered down when the federal government ruled out. Generative AI in product design. How it's transforming the industry in 2026. Generative AI is no longer a futuristic concept. It's reshaping how products are conceived, prototyped, and launched in 2026. From consumer gadgets and automotive interiors to complex engineering components and digital interfaces, businesses are leveraging this technology to cut development time dramatically while unlocking unprecedented levels of creativity and optimization. This comprehensive guide explores generative AI in product design, its real-world impact, the best tools available today, practical workflows, and the challenges ahead. Whether you're a startup. Record labels want Spotify and Apple Music to label AI songs, shifting from lawsuits to transparency. The RIA and IFPI propose two labels, one for fully AI-created tracks, AI handles lead vocals or key instruments, and another for AI-assisted music, humans use AI as a tool. This voluntary system informs listeners, like explicit content tags, without affecting distribution. Spotify and Apple Music already add AI metadata in credits. RA CEO Mitch Glazier says transparency builds trust, not restricting creativity. As AI music grows, labels could help listeners decide what to play, making context as key as audio quality. The 2026 RabelsZ issue includes an editorial on new governance and double-blind peer review, plus essays on Digitalization's private international law. One essay analyzes scope rules in the GDPR, Data Act, DSA, DMA, and AI regulation, noting the market location principle's dominance and the Brussels effect's potential reverse impact. Another examines subject matter and residential judicata under the Brussels IBIS regulation, advocating ECJ-based harmonization. A study compares India's PIL rules with Singapore, China, Japan, and South Korea, recommending relaxed foreign lawyer restrictions and judicial empowerment. This newsletter's author discloses that 95% of the content is human-made, with the glossary generated by Google's Gemini 3.5 Flash. The main topic is feature engineering for surveys, which means deriving new data from existing data. For example, a single date stamp like June 28, 2026 can be decomposed into day of week, month of quarter, and other features. The author explains that asking fewer survey questions boosts completion rates, so you should never ask for information you can extract yourself. From a job title and company domain name, you can infer seniority, industry, and even company revenue using free web searches and AI. Thanks for watching. Hit that like button if you enjoyed today's video. Subscribe to stay updated. And turn on notifications so you never miss out. Let us know in the comments what you think about this video. See you tomorrow for the next daily AI news.